Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina. I'm your host, Tina Thompson, and you're probably wondering why I have this hat on my head, and it's not because I have the Lancaster Thunder folks here, the semi-pro basketball team in Lancaster, but it is because recently I was out and about shopping, and I had an interview here on the show with a young girl, 11-year-old Reese Shirey, who is been diagnosed with leukemia, and she's still fighting her battle. And when I was out Christmas shopping and doing some things that I shouldn't have been Christmas shopping for myself, but that's okay, when I saw this beanie that I have on my head, it actually was something that Reese had on the day of the show. And Love Your Melon is an initiative for folks that part of the proceeds, it goes back to fight against pediatric cancer. So if you get an opportunity, and we have it down here in Lancaster, Silver Expressions and More is the little shop. I recommend you stop in because that's the way of giving back and keeping your noggin warm. You guys never wear hats, do you?
I have to. I lost my God-given head warmer. So yeah, I'm always.
I have David from the Lancaster Thunder. He is the owner, and then I have also got Michael Thornton. He does what?
Johnson.
Media.
Michael
Oh, Johnson.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyways, I've got David here, and David is the owner. David, why did you decide to have a semi-pro team in Lancaster?
Well, I come from South Carolina originally, and we have basketball sort of ingrained in us as well. Moved in here about 16 years ago. Fell in love with the town, but I just thought that we needed something. Mm-hmm. The community was great, the folks were great, but people got into sort of their little capsules. If you're Lancaster High School, Bloom-Carroll, whatever, and you didn't have something to just bring the town together. And that's what I wanted to do, is to put something together that would bring the town together, and that the town could unite around. We were at Christmas parade the other day. The town really loves the Lancaster Thunder. So we give back, and we know that the town has given to us as well, so we love it.
Yeah. What are some of the things that they've got coming up here, Michael?
Well, our next game will be on December 7th. We have a game December 7th and December 14th, and both of those will be at Thomas Ewing, both on Saturday nights at 6 p.m. And both of those are going to be toy drives, working with Toys for Tots.
Okay.
So they will be at the game.
Okay.
You get free entry if you bring a brand new toy. So
How
free
long?
entry to those two
Free
games.
entry. How long does the season last for you guys?
Well, we're in our preseason right now. The regular season begins in January, and we will go through April.
April, yes.
Right? And that's when the playoffs start, is in April.
It's a long season. I mean, we have a lot going on. We have a lot of traveling going back and forth. So it's a long season, and you sort of had to prepare yourself to get ready for that.
How many home games do you all have?
Well, we have 2 more preseason, and we have 11 regular season games.
Okay.
And 11 away games.
Okay. And where will those be played? Because that's pretty exciting.
It's going to be a combination. It's going to be 3 of them are going to be at Lancaster High School.
Right.
And then the rest are going to be at the brand new Thomas Ewing gym,
Right.
which is really exciting. We're really excited.
Beautiful gym.
Yes,
Beautiful
absolutely
gym.
gorgeous.
How do you feel, and what has it done for our community so far, David? Since you guys have been-
I talked a little bit before about the unity and people coming out. It's given us something to look forward to. I mean, the mayor comes out to our games. If you come out to our games, you're going to see old folks, you can see young folks, people in between, students, and everybody cheering for the Lancaster Thunder. When you first start a team like this, you're thinking, oh, you're going to build it and nobody comes. But everybody has gathered around, and everybody has reached out to this team and really took this team to heart. So it really does my heart good just having us together into the community. So we love our community.
Well, me and some of my friends I know will be out there cheering you guys on for
Great.
some of the home games.
Great.
How do we get tickets?
Okay,
You can get tickets on the website, LancasterThunderBB.com, and that can direct you from there. Or you can just show up and pay at the game.
Michael Johnson and David Fan are with me with the Lancaster Thunder semi-pro basketball team, and we are going to come back and we're going to get with some of the team, and folks stay around because they compete with other teams in basketball games, but they're going to compete. What I think it's going to be the coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, the coach,
Yeah.
yes.
The coach and
the
one of the
player.
players.
Right.
Yeah, a little later, but we'll get to that. You're watching Down Home with Tina.
At Dagger Law, we have more than 110 years of combined expertise in nearly every part of law.
What I think sets us apart from any other law firm is our ability to work together.
With us, you're getting a trusted partner, in addition to a team who can help you with a growing business, changing family, planning your future, or dealing with land issues.
It's a challenge every day, and you meet an awful lot of nice people.
Your case matters. We'll take the time and the energy to ensure that you have a quality experience, quality representation.
Whatever you need, we have a lawyer who can help. Dagger Law. Local, trusted, experienced. The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to the Down Home with Tina show, you all. If you are just tuning in, I have got a coach and some basketball players from our semi-pro basketball team out of Lancaster, and I'm so very excited, you guys. This is your second season, right, Jamel?
My first season as head coach, but
Yes.
second season.
Yeah. So are you looking forward to this year?
I am. We've got a group of great guys, great young men who love to get better every day, who love the game of basketball, and so we're looking forward to putting on a great show for the Lancaster Thunder.
What is your history in basketball? Have you played since you were a kid? Did you ever see yourself becoming a coach one day?
I've played basketball since I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. Was able to play high school basketball at Columbus Brookhaven, which is no longer standing. However, I went ahead and went to Penn State and played and graduated there and played 9 years professionally. I was somewhat coerced to becoming a coach. I was pretty reluctant at first. However, it's been a learning experience and it's something I look forward to.
What is it that you've learned that's been something that you know thus far that you can take on for the rest of your life?
Simply just building relationships on and off the court, and how patience is a virtue, simply, and how you can always pick something up from everybody, not just within the game, but outside of the game as well.
Yeah.
But most importantly, the relationships.
Eyes and ears open just to learn probably everything that you can from each one, because isn't it when you learn a little bit more about them as a person, not just a player, then it can help them on the court?
Yes, because there's certain buttons that you're able to push. Sometimes you may not have to push the button because different guys are motivated differently. And so when you've got a group of young men or grown men, some young, some grown, that have their own families and such, and they're coming to practice every day, willing to get better and willing to make the guy next to them better.
Yeah, and you know what, with you saying that, Phil, you knew I had to come to you, right? You are from Lancaster, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Did you play basketball right here in your hometown when you were a kid?
Years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was...
That's what you're getting at.
Well, no, actually, we were able to talk just a little bit when I met you all for the signing night for the team, and you shared with me that you are the oldest of your own siblings, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and then you happen to be one of the older ones on the team as well? Yeah.
Like that.
What is it that you sound like that? Hey, you know what? I am like the oldest. I think I'm the oldest at the TV station anymore. I'm from the owner. So no, I'm totally there. But what do you feel that you are learning from the younger guys as they come on?
The game's changed a lot.
Has it really?
You know, the biggest thing about that is, pace, speed, change direction, those type of things, how guys score.
Really?
The game's changed, since when I was coming up and playing a lot. I just kind of really pulled my sneakers out again, big time. So, but the difference is just the mindset of the younger guys. Trying to help them understand the team aspect of things. There's so many more. It's the game within the game. So it's not just what you do individually. It's how you get the other guy involved. It's how do you get your next shot? Do you see the next what's going to happen 3 steps from now? Those type of things. And when you start seeing guys catch on to those things, that's the best part of this game right now for me.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you think the biggest change is? Is it in the plays? Is it in the style, the way that the guys are out there on the court?
The game's just evolved.
It's just evolved.
Yeah, the game's evolved.
Yeah. So this is, before I go to him, so what is your background for basketball, other than playing, you said here in your hometown years ago? When you were
I
a
played
kid?
Division II ball at Salem, down in West Virginia, and then I played some semi-pro ball, a couple different leagues. Nothing spectacular that I want to really talk about, but I mean, it was great.
What do you expect for this coming season?
We're like Coach said, we're talented. You know, we've got a lot of talent, we've got a lot of energy, and we've got different pieces. Everybody brings something different to the table. So once we learn how to put all those pieces together, the sky's the limit to what we're able to do.
You always open-minded on learning something new.
Yeah, gotta
I
be.
think that's what helps you grow as a person, right? And a player.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yay, awesome. Good stuff. Sean, how are you?
I'm good. How you
Yeah, I'm good. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Why did you decide to get into basketball? Even when were you younger or were you older?
doing? I was actually young. I started playing back in elementary, and you know, it's basketball is like my passion. Well, it is my passion. It's something I love doing. I enjoy doing it.
Do you have a specific person that inspired you in a personal note? I know that a lot of basketball players always have that one big star, NBA star that they look up to and they want to be, but as far as like personally, a teacher or a coach?
Honestly, it might be surprising, but not really.
No?
I mean, it's a lot of people out there that's actually great. You know, people always say LeBron James and people like Michael Jordan. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some great players, but
Yeah. You just want to make your own.
That's
bring
it.
yourself
He's a natural
into
competitor.
it.
A natural competitor. That's all he is, a natural competitor.
It was just in your veins
Right.
when you were a kid. You saw it, you loved it.
and it's been going on ever since then. I played a couple semi-pro, also played in a couple semi-pro leagues, and here and there I played in the OSU Newark back in college, and that was pretty much it. And I played in a lot of leagues up in Columbus. I mean, ever since I've been in Lancaster, it's like totally different. I eliminated half of the leagues I was playing in just to be faithful to this team. This team has brought a lot to me.
Sometimes we do. We try to put too much on our plate to try to probably learn as much as you can, and then
Right.
you become so overwhelmed with what you're doing.
Right.
You realized, hey, you know what? I want to focus on, Lancaster Thunder. So that is awesome. Is this your first or second year?
This is my second year. Last season, early this year, we did pretty good. Actually, we did excellent compared to what everybody thought. Looked at us differently. We went to the Final Four, and that was a great experience. And from here on out, like I said, we got another great coach. McKnight, I know me and him played. He probably don't remember me, but me and him played in the Gus Markets here in Lancaster. They was kind of torturing us, but I could say he's a great player as well. And then, like I say, we got a couple young cats on the team, and I feel like we're going to go even further this year.
Can you explain a little bit of what Sean was talking about there, when some folks may not realize how far that you guys really did make it last year and the success that you had being the first year? I know you weren't coach, but just to see that and then what they're going to bring to this year, Jamal.
Well, they say experience is your best teacher, and sometimes you have to understand the know-how. And the know-how, it comes down to being in critical situations and understanding how to get the right stop, or where the ball should go in a critical moment, to understand that, this guy has a hot hand or this guy has a mismatch. And so with some of these guys being together already, it allows us all to understand, like, okay, we understand his strengths, and now as we build the camaraderie and we become one, and everybody's IQ is going to be slightly different. However, the experience with the guys having the success that they had early, we can only use it to learn from what we've already gone through.
Absolutely, that is awesome. Okay, so how many new players do you have on the team this year?
Well, we've got We've got Sean. We've got.
How many are on the team?
Right now we have a roster of 13.
Okay.
A roster of 13. So we've got roughly 3 to 4 new guys.
Okay.
And again, everybody's still figuring out what each guy can do.
Right.
And
right. Yeah.
So it's a fun process, but it's been highly competitive in practice, which you always want. Yeah. But most importantly, there aren't any guys that aren't there for the wrong reasons.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know that we've only got about a minute, but I know that who is coming back for the game after bit?
Well, we know this guy.
We know that Sean
the cat.
definitely.
We know he is.
He's
We'll see.
definitely, because we've figured that out. He's super competitive. Is it going to be you?
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly. We will figure that out in just a few minutes. But you guys all do have a Facebook that folks can follow you. I know they do Facebook Live and different things like that as well, which is the Lancaster Thunder.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah. So go there and you can find out all about them to stay up on it. And best of luck to you guys. You show it. Yeah. Hey, you guys, we'll be back here in just a couple of minutes. You're watching Down Here with Tina.
Hi, I'm Amanda Wattenberg, Regional Director at Ohio Guidestone. Do you or does someone you know have a substance abuse disorder? Have you been thinking about getting help, but don't know where to start? It takes a lot of courage to ask for help, but it's the most important step you can take. If you think you know everything that's available in Fairfield County, think again. Like other chronic diseases, addiction can be managed successfully. Treatment enables people to counteract addiction's powerful, disruptive effects on the brain's behavior and regain control of their lives. Even if it takes multiple attempts, treatment does work and people do recover from addiction every day. So keep trying because your life matters. You matter, and we're here to help. Call 211 and ask for the treatment resources available right here in Fairfield County.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I want to go ahead and thank some of my sponsors. They're the reason why I get to come on each week, and I will share with you who is with me, the group of folks in this segment. But I want to go ahead and thank Donald Law Office. I also want to thank Huddle Tire Company, Ava Jewelers, Fairfield Area Humane Society, Walker's Shoe Center, Silver Expressions, and more, and also Health and Hand Natural Health and Food Store. And with me right now, I have got some Bloom-Carroll Middle School students, and one of them is the middle school counselor, correct? Jamie Johnson, and then Language Arts 6th grade, Joey Conrad, with me. And they do something that, it was just recently aired on one of my shows, and Bloom-Carroll Middle School is one of the schools that participated. If you didn't see, hopefully you'll check that out. But Jamie and I started talking about some of the other things that they do at the middle school. And Jamie, you want to share a little bit more about what that is?
Yeah. So a couple of years ago, I think this is our third year now, Joey and I started up Builders Club at the middle school. And Builders Club is the middle school version of Key Club. So at the high school level, there's Key Club, which is the high school version of Kiwanis Club.
Oh, okay.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with Builders Club, so we had just kind of talked about the need at our school for a way for the students to become involved in the community and also in our school to give back and serve their community. So we kind of were looking for a way to do that, and we found that through Kiwanis and through Builders Club.
Joey, what do you think it's done for yourself and the kids?
Well, we have some fabulous kids at Bloom-Carroll Middle School, and it's awesome because it allows them to give back to their community. And I mean, Jamie and I just love working with the kids, and it's a student-led organization, so they actually lead us in the direction of the charities that they want to give back to and everything else, so it's been really awesome.
And we're going to talk to some of the kids here. And what is your name, young
Carter
man?
Price.
Carter. Okay, Carter, what do you have to share with us today on the show?
So Builders Club is a self-service-led club, and we give back to others in the community. And we have 48 members in our Builders Club.
Wow.
And yes.
Wow. And who do you have with you today?
To the right of me is Emma Bloss, our secretary. To the left is Olivia Johnson, our president. And this is Charlie Conrad, our vice president.
And who of you are going to speak first? Because you all have something to share, don't you? I love it. Emma?
So every year for Halloween we make boo treats, which are blow pops, and on top we do napkins, and we put faces on them, and you can give them to your friend, teacher, or yourself.
I love that.
And every Christmas we do a coat drive and a mitten tree. The mitten tree is a Christmas tree, and people bring in gloves and they put them on the tree. And the coat drive is like people bring in used or unused coats, and we donate them to people who can't afford coats.
Nice.
And this year we sold Pura Vida bracelets, and they were custom made for our school colors, which is they are dark purple, light purple, and yellow.
Oh yeah, I think everybody
nice.
has theirs
Yeah.
on.
And we put a bucket out on the table for people who have suggestions for where the money should go to.
Oh, very nice. So where does the money go to? Would you?
Okay. So, yeah, like it goes to our local charities. So we donate to like the Humane Society, Nationwide Children's Hospital, and sometimes we even like go out of our local charities and we like donate to Make-A-Wish. And last year we went on a field trip actually to a nursing home, and we made Valentine's Day cards and we hand delivered them to the people staying there. And then also last year we had a Spirit Week, and this was a time when Hurricane Florence was going on, and we donated all the money from Spirit Week. So like if a kid wanted to dress up like and have a Hawaiian day, then like they would pay $1, and all that money would go to Hurricane Florence, and it would go to a local school there. And yeah, we would just help people there.
How did you decide on which organization it's going to go to?
So it's like the whole club. We all kind of just decide. I'm the president, so I kind of help lead them, like to do like what, like try to decide. But I mean, it's kind of the whole club who decides.
Yeah, who decide. And then you have something for us?
Yeah, we also make candy cane grams, and they're like the boo treats, but they also they have a little message on them, and then we deliver them during Christmas time. And this is one of the signs that our students and the Builders Club made. And then we have snack packs to go to the Ronald McDonald House, and this is one of our care packages we made for the homeless shelter. And this is all like toiletries and stuff that they would need.
And do you just collect those throughout the year?
Those, I think for those because we were worried about not being able to get enough stuff collected, so I think we used money from a fundraiser and went and purchased those items.
Okay. So if anybody, you
Yeah.
hear of anything about the Bloom-Carroll Builders Club, please help them out and support them. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have just a minute to go, and I've got to give you all something. The kids will get some cookies. I hope I'm allowed to give them cookies.
yeah.
The chocolate chip
Yeah,
cookies,
we
they do
love
have walnuts,
cookies.
okay?
Don't
But for the teachers
thank
and,
you.
well, the student council, you both get the same, so I'll just announce, this is something that I do here at the show, Down Home with Tina, a gift certificate, Walker Shoe Center. You will also get Ale House, $18.90, $20 certificate. Ava Jewelers, a $40 certificate. It keeps adding, so I love this. I love the businesses in our community that work with me. Silver Expressions and More. That's where I got my beanie. They are just awesome. They have the Love Your Melon beanies.
Oh, yes.
And then
We love
Health
Silver
and Hand
Expressions.
Natural Health Food Store. I know Rick over there, and he knows so much information about so many things. And if he doesn't know it, he won't tell you. He will, but So each of you get a baggie of goodies just because you deserve it,
very
and
much.
especially teaching our young kids on what to do and give back. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to be back. I've got a really funny and hilarious game. It's Down Home with Tina.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the high school football game of the week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. Tonight, we've got a great one for you. The Bloom-Carroll Bulldogs.
It was a great week of practice. Even in the rain and the weather, we had a great week of practice.
Schneider, lots of running room to midfield. He's gone. Ryan Schneider down the near sideline for a touchdown for the Aces.
We have a hold on the offense, number 20. That penalty will be declined. They'll bring up 4th down.
We're going to give you this game ball here because you're a Tiberios fan of the game, and thanks for being here, Jacob.
Thank you. The Polar Bears are your OAC tournament champions, first time since 2009. What an exciting finish for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears.
Be very proud of this trophy because you've earned it.
Welcome back to the Down Home with Tina show. As you see, I have got Sean and Coach Jamel with me from the Lancaster Thunder. There's going to be a little competition going on here. And this is a game courtesy of one of my best friends. And if you've ever met her, then you'll know why that she had this game. She said it was so fun. And when she told me, I laughed so hard. I was like, yes. As most of you know, I do a game in every show. And mostly every show. I think one I didn't get to or a couple of specials. But I try to switch it up from time to time. So this one is called the Antler Game. I'm going to put these pantyhose on my head, as you're going to see. And when the timer begins, Coach Jamel and Sean are going to try to stuff as many balloons in there. And it's only going to be like 30 seconds maybe or something like that, because they may end up filling them. If they fill them up, then they fill them up. One looks like a little longer, but sorry about that.
Oh,
so here we go. This is the Antler Game. He's got the advantage. Ready? The Antler Game. They're going to fill up as many as they can. And are you guys ready? Josh, we're going to do 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to put my head down. And you guys are going to start filling, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. All right. That's what they call speed.
I think that's going to hurt my ear.
Hope you ain't got a wig on over there.
It'll all be coming off that way.
Hey! You should get a
Okay,
penalty.
I'm going to close my eyes and then I'm going to say stop. I have no idea how we're doing.
All right.
Ready? Stop! How many do we have?
I'm the temp.
That's funny.
Temp.
Here's if you ever play it again, here's a trick. Oh my gosh, I can't even to slide it in. You can slide it all the way in like this.
Oh, okay.
You see? So now you guys can be pros at the Antler Game. I do expect you guys.
I was just stuffing them out. I was just stuffing them, my bad.
No, you did great though.
Hey.
That is awesome. Is your stuff?
I got mine too.
He's got two at a time.
She just said put it in there.
This is so fun. Who's the winner? How many do you have?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
hold on.
6.
This came out.
I got 6. If you it came out, then that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
6,
Seven.
7, 8. All right, Sean's the winner. Y'all will get treats before you go. Oh, thank you guys. Who did you ever think that you would be on the show?
Yeah, that was a nice game.
Stuffing pantyhose.
Oh my goodness.
Good job. Good job.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you. Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
I know that was kind of tough, huh?
Oh,
Woo!
man. Yeah, it's hot
We're
in here.
all winners. The Lancaster Thunder semi-protein. Hey, you all, check them out on Facebook once again, and I hope you make it out to one of their games. Cheer them on. Wow! I'm so glad that
See
did
how
not
scared
happen.
you get?
Next to my holy cow. Leave it to Sean. From what I hear, that's just what he does.
I always got to have a good laugh.
That's right, that's right. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will we'll be back next week, guys. Thanks for watching Down Home with Tina. I'm losing my words.